What is up guys, this is Tito back with another video on the Redmi K20 Pro, and today in this video I'm going to be showing you 8 July 2021 build of ArrowOS on the Redmi K20 Pro here. And this is the official build, by the way, of the ArrowOS. Let me actually show you from their website. So when you go into the Rafael or the Redmi K20 Pro page in the official website, you can scroll down and you can select the build from here to official. This official means this is based on MIUI vendor. That is simply how it is. And if you select the community option, you will get the OSS vendor based build. If you see the type community, that means this particular GApps included build is the OSS vendor based build, but here I am running the official build. Now what are the differences, you might be asking, and if you don't know what are the differences between the official and the OSS vendor or the community build, let me actually tell you. The OSS vendor based build has a little bit more performance and it has couple more features like the camera calibration and stuff, I guess. But here, if you are switching to the official build, you are getting the MIUI vendor based build where you get much more optimized UI and everything is just more optimized, and the battery life will be better in the official build itself. I have done a previous video just because of the official build was offering amazing battery life, and yes, still I would say if you want the best battery life out of your Redmi K20 Pro, you definitely have to switch to this ArrowOS official build. Here you will get the best battery life. Now today in this video I'm not going to show you all the features over here because it might be a too long video again, but here let me actually show you the settings panel right now. In the about section, here is how it looks like. We have the ArrowOS logo up top, and if you tap here you can see this is based on Android 11, of course, as you are noticing. Let me go back, and of course the ArrowOS version shows as 11.0 official build, and we have the security patch of latest July 5th 2021. So that is cool. The build date you can see right from here. This is the 8th July 2021 build. The stock kernel is perf-G kernel that you will get in this official or the MIUI vendor based build. In the system panel you are still getting the updater and you can check for updates from here, but if you do not know how to flash manually or how to update manually, you can check out the card right there. And of course all the flashing guides and stuff in the description, you can find those. Let me actually go back, and here we have the front camera effects kind of customization. From here you can get these many sounds over here for the front camera popping out sound, and the camera LED and stuff you can disable if you want to. The stock keyboard here is Gboard, as you are noticing. And we have the gesture settings and the button settings here. Here you will get the customization simply, and as you can see on the top we have the enable advanced restart option. And right now if I show you the power menu, this is how it will look. And if I tap on restart, as you can see there is the advanced reboot options, and we have the directly rebooting option to the system recovery and hot reboot or just the bootloader, and there we have the Google Smart Home controls. In the power menu action you can enable much more buttons like the screenshot, screen record, airplane mode, settings, lockdown, etc. Let me go back. From here we have the invert layout option if you're using 2 or 3 button navigation, and we have the playback control, volume, wake, etc. Let me go back to the gestures. Here we have some cool things like we have the double tap to sleep on the status bar. Then we have the swipe direct screenshot, and this swipe direct screenshot has the share, edit and delete option. Still does not have a scrolling option, but that's fine for me. If you want a long screenshot or something, you might miss that over here. And we have the system navigation gestures. Here if you go into the settings of it, we have the gesture bar length customization, but as you can see there is no thickness customization for this particular pill bar. And here we have the dead zone and the left edge right edge customization. Let me go back. We have the 2 button and 3 button navigations as well, and we have the activate the torch option, and you can have it on the long press power button toggle torch. That works super fine. And we have the quickly open camera and stuff. All those things are working fine. And in the security over here we of course have the fingerprint option. Yes, I have added a couple of fingerprints, but the good thing is if you tap in the settings over here you will get this screen of fingerprint option. Then you also have this FOD recognizing animation, and if you turn it on you are getting all of these animations. As you can see, future, DNA, wave, stripe, McLaren and all other options are there just for the animations for the fingerprint scanner. That does work fine. And we have the power button instantly locks option, and we have screen of fingerprint again, and we have the power button instantly locks option, and we have the lock screen after some seconds or immediately. Also we have this AppLocker interface, and you can lock any particular app from right here. I have locked this Telegram app. I'll show that to you later on, and you can hide the notifications from here, and you can lock much more apps, as you can see, just like this. So yeah, and you have this lock app after option. You can have it on instantly, 15 seconds or screen off. You can also search for any particular app from right here. As you can see, you can search for these apps just like this, and you can lock them right here. Right now let's just actually set up the face unlock. So let me just do it. So as you can see, face unlock setup is done. Let's click on done. Right now I'm going to just double tap on the home screen. That will make the phone sleep. This is how the always on display looks like, by the way. And if I tap right here or double tap right here, and if I swipe up, then only the front camera will pop up and then it will unlock. So as you can see, the face unlock speed is pretty fine, but you have to swipe up for this. As you are noticing, the face unlocking speed is super fast, no issues whatsoever. But if you're wondering about the fingerprint scanner speed, right now let me show you. As you can see, it does this animation and it unlocks very quickly even from the always on display, as you are noticing. So yeah, no issues with the fingerprint scanner over here. And let me actually show you from the lock screen. As you can see, again from the lock screen too, it unlocks very fast, no issues whatsoever with the fingerprint scanner. By the way, this clock I'm using is from this Android 12 clock widget. I'll list it below in the description if you guys actually want to use it. This is a very good like Android 12 clock widget, and you can actually resize them over here. As you can see the size of them, and we have this subscriber count widget also working fine. The good thing is you are getting this ArrowOS launcher over here. Actually, let me show you. As you can see, it shows ArrowOS launcher, and if you go into settings, we have the notification dots, then we have the allow edit option, then add app icons to the home screen, show Google app, etc. Show search bar. You can also hide the search bar if you want to. You can hide the suggestions if you want to. Hidden apps option is also there. Then we have the notification gesture and the double tap gesture as well. So as you can see, I can swipe down in the home screen to get the quick settings panel and stuff, and the whole UI stays pretty smooth, as you can see. So no issues whatsoever. You can swipe up just to get the app drawer, and you can search for any particular app just like this. To the left of the home screen, we get the Google's Discover page. Those are working fine, and the whole UI again is buttery smooth, no issues whatsoever that I have faced. Talking about the quick settings panel, let me actually go into the edit option, and here we have some more things like the peak notification and stuff, screenshot, etc. you can add. So here I have added a couple of toggles. Let me show you one by one. We have the torch, then the battery saver, normal stuff. Dark theme is there and that is working fine. I'll show you that. We have the screen recorder as well. This is the Android 11 screen recorder. With that, you can record the device audio and the microphone audio at the same time. So that too works fine here. Also, we have the hotspot, then the do not disturb, the data saver, and also we have this like directly rebooting option over here. This is the power menu toggle, as you can see, and we have the do not disturb or the sound kind of toggle, and if you tap and hold on it, you are getting the volume panel. This is how it looks like, and DC dimming option is also there, working fine, and peak notification you can disable over here, and night light also works with DC dimming and it's working super fine. As you can see, even if I change the brightness, it's not a problem because this is not a OSS vendor based ROM where you will find those problems, and night light is working fine. Again, with night light, if you're wondering if the fingerprint scanner will be working fine, and as you can see, with night light, the fingerprint scanner is working fine. Let me actually disable this do not disturb and let me show you. As you can see, I have some notifications over here which is hidden because I have hidden them with the app lock settings. And right now, if I tap on this notification, as you are noticing, the app locker is actually working fine. It does not get me into the app directly. It asks me for the fingerprint even if I tap on that notification. So from right here, if I tap the fingerprint scanner, as you can see, that particular app just opens. So this is good that like this is actually working fine. That was a funny emoji in Telegram. So yeah, let's talk about the stock camera right now. This is really good that we get this Google Camera Go edition by default over here, and this is actually working fine. Okay, so everything is completely blurred for some reason. Okay, so right now it's working, I guess. So let me actually take a picture over here. You can actually take portrait pictures too, as you can see. So let me click on OK, and let's take this portrait picture, and we also have this face retouching option over here for portrait pictures and stuff. And as you can see, portrait mode pictures are working super fine with this Google Camera Go edition. Not a problem with that. You can edit them, share them, and you can just edit it like auto over here. So yeah, there are a couple of options, and we have the delete option as well. And of course, we have the video option too with this camera. So this is a very good like camera to begin with, I would say. The stock camera we have as the Google Camera Go edition, and I'm really liking that. And one more thing that I need to mention over here, that yes, you can install ANX camera and stuff. You can check out the card right there or the description if you want to install ANX camera. But for that, you need to flash Magisk, and I'm not using Magisk Hide or something over here. I'm using this ROM right now without Magisk, and I don't have a SIM card in the ROM itself. Okay, so I forgot to disable the night light. That's why the display was looking yellowish. Really sorry for that. Now in the settings, we also have the battery settings, and here if you tap in this battery settings, we have the full battery usage showing up option. And if you go back, we have the battery temperature scale. You can actually change the scale to Celsius to Fahrenheit or something. Screen on time shows up right here, and we have the last full charge when you did that. And if you scroll down, we have the battery manager, then the battery saver, and also we have the thermal profiles. And for the thermal profiles, you get these default benchmark, browser, camera, dialer, gaming, and other stuff over here. So yeah, these options that you get over here, you can set to like benchmark apps and stuff, just like I did. So this is good. We have the smart charging, then the battery charging light. You can also have the battery charging light in do not disturb. That's just the light which is in the pop-up camera right there. And we have the battery icon style changing option. From here you can change the icon style next to the icon or inside the icon, and you can also change the battery styles from here. As you can see, you don't get the big dotted circle or something, but yeah, that's how it is. By the way, this whole video I'm shooting on the Redmi Note 10 Pro. Let me know how is the quality of it. I'm shooting this with open camera and with some custom settings. And in the display settings right now, we have the brightness level, dark theme and stuff, and we have the color bucket as well. If you want to change the background over here, you get a lot of backgrounds over here, no issues with that. Night light is also working in, and in the styles and wallpapers, we have these custom themes because I created them. As you can see, we have these font options. You get these many fonts, then you can create a custom theme with these many icons. And if you click next, you are getting plethora of accent colors, as you can see. But the thing is, you have to actually select an accent color and create a custom theme from right here to actually use a custom theme. That's how it is. By the way, this is the default wallpaper which I'm using here. You can use any wallpaper, of course. In the grid option, we have up to 6x6 grid. And if you go into the clock option, you can actually change the lock screen clocks. As you can see, there is this bubble option and the fluid option, then the type ID, analog, etc. clocks that you get for the lock screen clock customizations. Then we have the screen timeout option over here, lock screen settings, and from this lock screen settings, we have this notification hiding option, and here some really key interesting features are there. Let me actually show you. We have this lock screen charging info that you can enable, of course. Then we have this display media cover art over here, and also we have the screen of animation changing option. You can change it to default, CRT or scale from here. And if you scroll down, we have the always show time and info option, that is just for the always on display. And we have the prevent accidental wake up, that is for the pocket detection or something. And we also have the fingerprint unlock. This is amazing. If your storage is decrypted like me, then you can use the fingerprint scanner all the time. So always unlock with the fingerprint scanner is present over here, and that is working flawlessly. That is a huge plus point in my opinion, and I really love the ArrowOS just because of this reason, that this ROM has this fingerprint unlock, so I can use the fingerprint scanner all the time, even if after a reboot. So this is just makes a huge point for me at least, and I really use this feature on a daily basis. Double tap to wake is of course working fine. Enable blur options is there. As you can see right now, the background is blurred, so yeah. And we have the font size, display size, etc. customization. The weather you can customize. You can enable the lock screen weather and stuff if you want to from right here. And you can go into the services settings and enable it from here and click on last update, and that's how you can enable the weather stuff. And in the status bar icons, we have the headset, Bluetooth, etc. icons. All the things are working fine. The sound quality over here is amazing. I'll show you all the settings right now. And the anti-flicker or the de-dimming mode is also there. And in the sound settings, as you can see, we have the media call, etc. volume kind of customization. Then we have the ringtone changing option and stuff. Then touch vibration, touch sound, etc. And the vibrate on connect, call waiting, etc. is there. So in-call vibrations are present. And if you go into the direct sound, we have this youth edition and stuff. And with all of these, the sound quality via the headphone jack and even Bluetooth as well is amazing. No issues that I have had. And also we get these sound presets. As you can see, plethora of sound presets are there. And we also have this enable hi-fi option. If you're using a really great wired headset or something, you can enable this hi-fi audio option. So right now, let me actually show you the recents panel. This is how it looks like. And over here, I have opened a couple of apps. You can take a screenshot, by the way, on the recents panel and clear all the apps from here. And if you tap here, you can go into the apps info, split screen, or pin a particular app just from here. So I'll open one by one. First, let's open Chrome. As you can see, still in memory. Now YouTube, as you're noticing, still in memory. Instagram, yes, still in memory. Spotify, as you can see again, still in memory. So yeah, this is a huge plus point in the ArrowOS, that we have all the apps in memory. And as you're noticing, all the apps are staying in memory. You can switch between apps just like this. So the RAM management over here is just amazing. And that's one reason I love ArrowOS official build, because it is just so much optimized. And this is running on the Redmi K20 Pro super fluidly. Now, if you're worried about some simple things, let me actually show you the SafetyNet status. Right out of the box over here, you will get the SafetyNet passed. So that means you can use banking apps over here out of the box. You don't even need to flash Magisk or use Magisk Guide. And if you don't want ANX camera or something, you can definitely use this from out of the box with the banking apps without any issues. The DRM info shows as L3 for me because I have broken it permanently. But if your device has L1 certification, it should be intact over here. You should not worry. This is L3 because I have broken it a long time ago. And if you're worried about the performance even more, let me actually show you the benchmarks right now on the screen. So as you're noticing, Here is the end-to-end Geekbench score, and the performance I did not have any issues. But yes, if you want even more performance and you can compromise on the battery life, then I will suggest you guys to switch to the community build of ArrowOS. There you will get the same simplicity with a lot more performance boost. But yes, it will take a hit on the battery life. And let me actually show you some simple things like OK Google. As you can see, the Google Assistant is working super fine. And even if you say, hey Google, as you can see again, Google Assistant is working flawlessly here. No issues whatsoever that I have had. So that's what I think about the latest ArrowOS on the Redmi K20 Pro. Let me know in the comments, how do you guys feel about this video, guys? So give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel down there if you have not yet. This is Tito from KDN Tech signing off for today, and I'll be catching you guys in the next one. Bye bye now.